Time during surgery, I tripped over an amputated leg, and somehow that wasn't even the worst part of the day. We had this massive trauma patient. He was this 400-pound dude that tried to hop a train, and the train ran over his leg. So we're in surgery, and the surgeons amputate his leg. And for some bizarre reason, they put the leg in a bucket on the floor, on a small table on the floor. Now, the floor already looked like this enormous crime scene. Blood everywhere, just a big, giant, slippery mess of nonsense. I'm running around the OR doing all of my anesthesia stuff. And the whole time I'm thinking, don't trip over the leg, don't trip over the leg, don't trip over the leg. But this bucket was directly in the path of the different places I needed to go. So I'm sidestepping around this thing like it's a traffic cone. So I go do eventually what I need to do, and the results for this test come back in, and they're bad. So I turn to tell the surgeons, and as I turn to look around, my leg clips the table with the guy's leg in the bucket. The bucket starts to wobble, and I start to trip and fall over this bucket with the amputated leg. And time slows down. I try to save myself from falling by grabbing this pole, this IV pole. Bad decision. Because that IV pole was attached to the sterile drape, which I proceeded to rip off as I fell down with the IV pole. But that wasn't even the worst part of the thing. The IV pole was somehow tangled in with his Foley catheter, which is the catheter they put up your because you can't pee during the surgery. So, as I fall with the IV pole and the sterile drape and the Foley catheter that's connected to the IV pole, I tear out the Foley catheter out of the patient. Now he's bleeding more from a different place. From a different place. It was too catastrophic for people to get mad at me. They all just stared at me in disappointment as I laid there covered in blood and urine on the floor. The patient survived. I survived. But spiritually, I died that day.